You're listening to an Airwave Media Podcast.
Welcome to From Beneath the Hollywood Sign. If you love old movies, Hollywood history, or the golden age of filmmaking, you've come to the right place. This is the podcast that talks about amazing stories of Tinseltown from another era and fascinating conversations with writer-producer Steve Cubine and actress-writer Nan McNamara.
So, Steve, did Ava Gardner and Howard Hughes have a good relationship?
Well, they did until he dislocated her jaw.
What?
Well, don't worry. She hit him back with an ashtray.
From Beneath the Hollywood Sign is the gin joint for you.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality. The cream of the crop!
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where a lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. My name is Neal, and today we have a very special episode for you, our post-Mother's Day episode with a special guest host in Liz Hudson. How's it going, Liz?
Good. Nice to see you guys.
Mm-hmm. Good. Thanks for dropping by on Skype. Even though people may call us mothers sometimes, we're not actually mothers. But you're an actual mother. So thanks
I'm
for
an
joining
actual
us.
mother. I might be both. I don't know, but I'm for sure one.
Yeah, it just depends on who we ask, I guess, right? Joining me in the studio, as always, is Ken and Jeff, and fresh from his Avengers Affinity War. Yeah, his Avengers Infinity War marathon is Matt. How's it going, Matt?
I'm so full of spoilers, but I'll leave them be. So I know people get upset about that.
Matt walked in. He was really excited, and he said, "Guys, there was a press conference, and Tony Stark said he was Iron Man." Spoiler.
He's that far behind.
Yeah.
He went in reverse order. And it was also Liz's birthday, so happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
So we're basically going to go back into a 2-on-2 match. It's going to be Ken and Matt versus me and Jeff to see if, I guess, me and Jeff can fall.
I guess.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty well, so we'll see. It's going to happen eventually.
Yeah, you are the LeBron James to our Toronto Raptors.
I'll tell you what.
You are the Thanos to our Avengers. I think.
It's so impressive.
We're the LeBronto, as they say on the internet, the kids.
The kids.
Right before we start, Liz, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself from the last time we saw you?
I don't know if there's much since the last time I saw you guys. I still live in Oakland. I still have 2 children. Let's see. I did get a new job. I'm doing technical project management now. Super exciting. And I did just recently go to Chicago and see Hamilton for the second time. Second time I've seen Hamilton. First time I've been in Chicago. It was all really great. It's a beautiful city. It was like 78 degrees on Tuesday when I was there.
How lucky for you.
And,
Considering it snowed here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I just had my fingers crossed, but it was really nice and had some good deep dish pizza.
Mm-hmm. From where?
Nice.
Exactly.
Giordano's, I think.
That's always solid, though.
Classic.
Yeah, that's always solid.
And you should be seeing residuals from the Oakland 5 invention any day now.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be watching the email for my 25-cent check.
Yeah, we were just gonna bring that up actually. So Liz is the illustrious inventor of the Oakland 5, the 5-point wager in our final round that has been used by many people. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep tabs of that because she probably is owed some sort of money.
You'll get the trademark information soon out there.
Yes.
Chicago, I'll send it over.
I guess we'll just we'll throw it over to Liz to host it. But first, let's throw it to the rules guy real quick.
The rules of the game are simple. 20 questions split into 2 rounds worth 10 points apiece. At halftime, there'll be a special swing round designed by this week's host. After regulation, players will enter the final round with the points that they've accumulated and will have a chance to wager 0 to 30 points on 5 categorized questions. At the end of the game, someone will be named the cream of the crop.
I am the cream, the cream of the crop.
I'm going to start with question 1, and the category is mythology. Although he doesn't wield Mjolnir, Perun is the Slavic god of this weather phenomenon.
We're in.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're in. So according to the clues in the question, I would think because he does not wield Mjolnir, it would have to be a lightning storm, lightning bolt, something to do with lightning or thunder. because Thor is the god of thunder and he wields Mjolnir.
Well, if he's the god of thunder, then let's go thunder as opposed to lightning.
We're going to lock in with thunder.
And we chose the same for the same reasons.
That is correct. He is the god of thunder.
All right.
I feel good. I feel good today.
A mythology question.
It's a
That
good
is
start.
unlikely. So.
It's let's be honest, that was a Marvel question for us.
I know. I tried to throw that in there for you.
I know. I
guys.
should have been on that after my binging.
All right. Question 2. The category is literature. Who is the narrator of To Kill a Mockingbird? First and last name, please.
Is it not? Okay, so
you guys are in.
Yep.
So he wrote Atticus Finch. I thought maybe it was the daughter, Scout.
Okay.
It was Scout, right?
Scout is the daughter.
I think maybe it's from her perspective.
Okay. Same last name, right? Is that?
Yeah.
So Scout Finch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah. I mean, Atticus Finch is the name that
I've
know.
only seen the movie, but for some reason I feel like it's narrated from the daughter's perspective.
Yeah, I read it in second grade and haven't really thought about it since then. So
Second grade for a book about like racial tensions in
I
the
was
South.
very advanced second grader. I peaked in second
it all
grade.
fell off from there.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go with Scout Finch.
Yep.
Okay, we went with the same. We went with Scout Finch.
That is correct. Scout Finch is the
Wow.
answer.
Look at us go, man.
If you haven't, first of all, reading that book in second grade is crazy, but you should probably read it again today. It's good.
Yeah, it's still good. Okay.
It holds up.
I liked
good.
it. I remember.
It does hold up. Question 3, the category is American culture. What annual event was first held in March 1762 in New York City and was organized by Irish soldiers serving in the British Army there?
You want to lock
Right?
in? That makes sense.
That's that day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are locked in.
What are you thinking, Jeff?
Now I need to know what's what day.
Well, that's what I'm curious about what they're talking about because initially you think St. Patrick's Day.
Right. Because it's in March.
It's in March.
That would make sense.
Irish soldiers in the British Army.
They would be looking for probably their own cultural holiday to celebrate. I think that would make sense.
Yeah, I wonder
Since
if
St. Patrick is, notably an Irish figure.
Is that what that is?
Although whether he drove the snakes out of Ireland is probably questionable. If there were ever snakes in Ireland.
All right, we're locking with St. Patrick.
Same here.
That is correct. St. Patrick's Day.
Wow, this is some kind of record.
I'm just really distracted because you keep sucking coffee through a straw. Like
a maniac.
No, it's good for your teeth.
I just had dental work. Yeah. My teeth hurt, so I'm using a straw.
Fine, I'll be nice.
I had that 2 weeks ago. It was unpleasant.
Yeah, I can't stand the dentist. I don't think they're listening, so.
we don't have any dental listeners.
It's not that you don't like going to the dentist.
You just
can't
don't like the
stand your
aftermath.
dentist.
No, my dentists are very nice. It's a collection of different dentists who are very good at their job, and the place looks really nice. They have TVs. It's a great outlook of the town, but I just hate getting my teeth worked on because they always mess it up, and I have to go back 2 or 3 times.
You're an anti-dentite.
I am anti-dentite. Yeah.
Okay, question 4 in the category of art. This Picasso painting utilizes, in part, its very large size to communicate the horror of its subject.
I don't think I can name a Picasso painting by name.
I can see a bunch of them, but the names, I just don't have any.
Ken's gonna write down an answer, and we're
It's
gonna.
funny you
lock in
said
with
Van
it.
Gogh, and like 5 Van Gogh titles came to mind. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Picasso paintings, and I can see them, and I just don't have names.
Okay.
Did you write Starry Night on the Rhone? Because that's definitely not a Picasso
No,
painting.
we wrote.
All right,
we wrote
in.
a painting down.
So this painting, I'm almost positive the one that Liz is talking about is about the Spanish Civil War. It's a really big painting. It's a battle scene. It's really famous. I cannot remember the title of the painting, and that's going to bug me. But do you know, Jeff? I'm pretty sure for a fact it's the Spanish Civil War is what she's talking about.
I mean, that sounds familiar. I wish I could picture the painting in my head because I might get to a title, but I'm not seeing it.
Oh, man. I cannot think of the title. I'm just, okay.
I think if Neal is right, I know something that I could say to make him remember the title of it.
So
I'm
you will
not
not.
going to.
So do you want to go with Captain America, Spanish Civil War? No, I was kidding. Just want to go with Spanish Civil War because I can't think of the title.
That's fine.
Okay, that's our answer.
All right, we are going with The Hands of the Peasants. I think that's a different artist.
It is.
And it's a notable quote from The Office, but The Hands of the Peasants.
It's 11.5 feet by 25.5 feet large. It's huge. And Neal is right. It is about the Spanish Civil War. And the title of the piece is Guernica.
That's right.
I was wrong.
Yep.
I've definitely heard of that.
Like the popular brand new song.
Guernica?
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe so.
We don't like brand new anymore.
Oh, that's right.
We're becoming old people.
It's controversy.
No, there was controversy. It's not because we're old. It's because we're
woke.
We're woke.
All right, question 5 is in the category of sports.
All right.
What is the only Major League Baseball team to never have a pitcher throw a no-hitter?
Ah, damn.
Ooh, that's a great question.
I've heard this before.
I'm leaving it to Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the Washington Generals?
Yes.
I want you guys to know my children are telling me they know.
Oh, they do?
They're pointing at me going, I know.
Speaking of Washington, and we'll see how well this statement ages, by the time this airs. But Washington Capitals beat Pittsburgh last night, so it's now 3-2. I hope Pittsburgh loses.
So do I.
And when this airs, we'll see how that statement ages.
I don't like Sidney Crosby.
Who does?
He's a wealthy, successful whiner, and I do not like him.
You guys are full of hot takes. You
He's
don't like the
fine.
dentist. You don't like Sidney Crosby.
Yeah. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Well, Ovechkin is a huge Putin fan, so
unless
there's
he's
that too.
Unless he's
so.
related to Bing Crosby, I have no idea who that is.
Sidney Crosby, he's like the captain. He's the captain.
I know. I don't watch
the
it.
Penguins.
Yeah. Of what Benedict Cumberbatch would call the Pittsburgh Penguins.
All right. Well, we're locked in.
You had written down some newer teams. I was kind of on the same track. Because I thought that would give us better odds.
The newer they are, the less time they would have had to have done a no-hitter. So I wrote down the Rockies, the Diamondbacks have kind of been decent for a long time.
Were the Rockies decent? I feel like they had a season they were okay.
Maybe like one, but I feel like they were never that great.
That's fine. Rockies also came into my mind. I know the Rays are a newer team, but they had some success, right?
Yeah, I think so.
In the early 2000s. I could see them having a decent pitching staff.
Every time I think of the Rockies, though, I just don't take them seriously. That's why I'm.
That's fair.
Wanting
We can
to
go with
lean
the
in.
Rockies.
Why? I don't know. I think it's
because they're purple.
I think it's because they're purple, but they don't own it. That's why.
Okay.
They should own the purple.
Like Golgo Bordello.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're gonna go Colorado Rockies.
That's another reference to Gogo Bordello.
Rockies is a good guess. They're famously known for being in a stadium that's very, very hitter friendly. I was thinking them, but I believe Mike Hampton pitched a no-hitter for them at one point. Diamondbacks, I thought, but they had Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling for a while, and I think there might have been a no-hitter in there. So I just locked in with the Rays.
All right. Well, I was writing this question a couple weeks ago, and a guy came very, very close to making me take this question out of the game because he almost did it. But the answer is the San Diego Padres.
Oh.
They are often the answer to what team that has never done.
That's crazy because they've been around for like 40 years now.
Yeah.
I think if you asked me to name every team in the league,
wouldn't even have named the Padres.
Padres would be the last one.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's kind of the point, I think.
The only thing I think of with the Padres is the great Tony Gwynn. That's really all I got there.
They've had one good player in 40 years.
I think that's all they
Anyways, they're not my real Padre anyways.
Mm-hmm.
The Mets actually have one, although it's a little suspect. So
Ooh.
if you ever look it up, they're my team. I'm not even sure. It was
a little New York fixing going on in there.
There was definitely a hit that they called they called an
error.
An error.
Yeah. A little home cooking.
Yeah.
As we call it.
Or maybe it was that it should have been called a foul ball and it was called a hit. I think that's what it was. It was suspicious. Anyway.
Fair enough.
I guess I'll take it. All right. Question 6 is in the category of cars. What car is nicknamed the Tin Lizzie?
I think we're in.
Okay. Yeah, you're the car guy. You would know. So
Notably, like not a great car, maybe like a LeBaron or Pinto or something like that.
The Pinto was my first thought, but
Let's go Pinto.
okay, locked in with Pinto.
Let's not overthink this.
So in the spirit of Mother's Day, and also I can't get it out of my head. I've been thinking about Arrested Development now that they're going to season 5 is going to be coming out. My mother decided she'd come back as a car is stuck in my head. That I can't believe that's a TV show. So just look into it for all of you who've never heard that reference.
So what's the answer?
We believe it's the Model T Ford.
Okay.
The correct answer is the Model T Ford. If you ever see the movie Cars, the Model T, the old car, her name is Lizzie for that reason.
It's like after 6 questions, we have 30 points. You guys have taken the lead once again with 40.
Close game.
This is the first time there's been a lead.
yeah, they're always close games.
All right. Question 7. The category is business. What animal is used to describe a slumping stock market in the United States?
It was either that. It's either that or the other. Yeah. Okay. All right. Jeff locked in for us.
That would be a bear market.
Yeah, I'm not feeling as bullish on our chances in this game, but we went with bear.
Bear market, that is correct. Question 8 in television. What is the name of the Simpsons dog?
You write it, but let me see, because I don't even watch The Simpsons. Let me see if I can figure this out. It's I think I do know it. You guys are locked in?
Yeah.
All right. I don't watch the show. I think it might be like Santa's Little Helper. Oh yes. I got one.
Are you locked in?
We're locked in.
Yeah, we locked in, yeah.
And I wrote down Santos El Helper, but it's Santa's Little Helper.
Is that number 1 or 2?
No, there's only one Santa's Little Helper. There's multiple snowballs.
There's multiple snowballs.
Snowball.
So that was in like the first season, right? They pick them up from the
a
Greyhound
first
track.
episode.
Yeah.
That's the first episode.
First episode ever.
Yep.
That is correct. Santa's Little Helper.
Glad I got one. That made me feel good because we're doing a special Simpsons themed trivia night coming up here at the end of the month or beginning of the next month.
I think May 30th.
End of
like
May.
that.
Yeah, if you're in Illinois, we'll post on our page.
That's a live event.
Live
with
event
liquid courage.
Liquid courage. But you guys can definitely come out. If you heard Jason on our listener submitted episode, he was hosting, so he's going to be hosting a themed event. We're going to write some questions for it. I will not be because I know nothing about The Simpsons, but maybe I'll write one just about Santa's Little Helper now.
Okay, question 9 is in the category of American history, or just America, I guess. What was the 48th state admitted to the Union?
You know this one?
You guys are in?
We're in, yeah.
Yep.
I think it was either New Mexico or Arizona.
I was thinking Arizona. What were you thinking?
I just can't remember what the last one was before the non-contiguous ones.
Yeah. I feel like it's Arizona because I feel like they're proud of that fact.
Okay.
So we're going to lock in with Arizona.
We locked in with the same.
I believe it was admitted in 1912.
Just have to believe you at that. The answer is Arizona.
All right.
That one comes up a little bit. So.
Yeah.
I also said it at trivia last week.
Apparently, Jeff and I were just mind-melting.
Yeah, same wavelength there.
Yeah, was that the text you got this morning? It said questions.doc.
Though to be fair, if everything that Jeff talks about is off the table, then there's very little on the table.
That's true.
Okay, question 10 in the category of films. What is the first and last name of Robert De Niro's character in Taxi Driver?
Got it?
We're in.
But you know it, right?
Yeah.
A little something for Neal and Ken there.
All right, we are in with Travis Bickle.
We are also in with Travis Bickle.
That is correct, Travis Bickle.
After the first round, it is 70 for us and 80 for Neal and Jeff. It's
pretty good.
Pretty strong. It feels good after that.
After last week's beating.
Yeah.
We needed a cleansing.
Before we go into the swing round, Liz, since you just saw Hamilton in Chicago, which I don't think any of us have seen, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Other than Hamilton, I'm not sure if it is one of your favorites. What would be one or two of your other favorite musicals of all time? Even if you haven't seen them, just the album.
Well, I don't usually listen to the albums if I haven't seen it. Hamilton was the exception to the rule because I didn't.
Yeah, spoilers, right?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know if I was ever going to get to see it, and I was like, I have to participate in the zeitgeist. So I listened, but I have seen it twice, and I think it's my favorite. I really liked Wicked a lot. That was my favorite before this, and I have seen that. I haven't listened to Dear Evan Hansen because that's one that I'm trying to hold out on before I go see it.
I was the same way as you. I was holding out on it, but then I caved in, and it's a really great album. But Hamilton I still have not listened to because I kind of want to see it and make my own judgment, like you said. So
Yeah. I mean, I really love them all. Growing up, I really liked Showboat and Les Mis and Phantom of the Opera. My dad is a huge musical fan, and we just listen to them sort of all the time.
That's great.
So.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't appreciate live theater as much anymore. So get out and support the arts.
No.
Yeah, and I'm really excited. I just got Sweeney Todd tickets.
Yeah, that's right.
For a little local theater.
It's one of my favorites.
Make sure you guys go get some meat pies after or before the show.
Definitely. You know, they're doing
Delicious.
they're doing a dinner and
they are?
and performance. Well, that's an option.
Oh, okay.
So, but the dinner's pretty funny.
That's good. That's really good.
Okay, the swing round. What I'm going to do is name a celebrity, and you need to tell me their other half of the celebrity couple.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
This is going to be
There are 12 people listed, and you can get 4 points for each of them.
Ooh.
The Oakland Four.
Liz is always
I like to mix
so
it up.
inventive here.
Yeah, I like to mix it up. Don't worry, there's a possible 2-point bonus later, so we can get back to easier math.
Perfect.
Hopefully, Matt will be able to get some of the shittier like pop culture couples for me here.
Yeah, Matt's bag is full of Us Weekly and people.
Yeah. And people.
Okay, number 1, Kristen Bell.
Yeah. Was that the thumbs up for Kristen Bell or knowing the answer?
I know the answer, but I like Kristen Bell too.
Yeah, who doesn't like Kristen Bell? Number 2, Dwayne Wade. Number 3, John Legend. Number 4, Jay Cutler.
This round is totally just for me. I love
so
it.
we're okay so far.
Number 5, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yes.
Ah, yes.
Number 6, Tom Hanks. Number 7, William H. Macy.
I'm going to give you a joke reference after we're all said and done on that one.
William H. Macy is the lady from Boogie Nights.
Yeah, who's always
sleeping with other men.
the one in the driveway. Yeah.
Number 8, Nick Offerman. Number 9, Ellen DeGeneres.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh God, I love this round.
It's too easy, I guess. Number 10, Bradley Whitford.
Wow.
Ooh.
Number 11, Freddie Prinze Jr. And number 12, Tom Cruise's first wife.
We are locked in with our answers.
Okay, number 1, Kristen Bell.
That's Dex Shepard.
Yep. Jeff and I are both
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, Jeff and I are both huge Kristen Bell fans, and we put Dax Shepard.
That is correct, Dax Shepard.
He must be real funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be, though, so that's kind of weird.
He's in a good place.
Number 2, Dwayne Wade.
We went with Bring It On superstar Gabrielle Union.
That's what she's from, Gabrielle Union.
Correct, Gabrielle Union. Number 3, John Legend.
That's the Instagram queen,
Yeah.
Chrissy Teigen.
Twitter superstar.
Yep, we went with Chrissy Teigen.
Chrissy Teigen is correct. Number 4, Jay Cutler.
This woman's kids might have the measles. That's Kristen Cavallari.
But at least they live in the hills.
Yeah, we went Kristen Cavallari.
They're sick with polio, but
but they have a really good throwing arm, so
it's okay.
Kristen Cavallari is correct. Number 5, Ryan Reynolds.
I'm assuming we're going current.
Well, yes, yeah, not Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, it would be Blake Lively.
Yep, star of The Shallows. Blake Lively.
Hey, you don't sleep on Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. It's good.
Blake Lively is correct. Number 6, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I know this lady and I couldn't think of her name, so we're just gonna say Tom Hanks is married to the job and go with Frank Abagnale.
Ooh.
Would it help if I told you that Marta's making me go to that stupid awards show with her and I'm going to stand up there like Rita Wilson?
That's it.
Arrested Development, for any of you who didn't get that joke.
Rita Wilson is correct. Number 7, William H. Macy.
Yeah, no clue on this one, so I'm going to say there were sparks between him and his co-star of The Cooler, Maria Bello. Seems unlikely.
If you've seen any interviews with either of them, they do make reference to the fact that they're married quite a lot, and they've been married for quite a long time.
Very long time.
That would be Felicity Huffman.
That is correct, Felicity Huffman.
That seems to make sense.
Desperate Housewives fame. Yeah, they're both very solid actors, and they like working, so it makes
both
good
like
people.
working.
Good people.
They like to work.
Neal's personal friends, William H. Macy and Felicity Huffman.
That's right.
Number 8, Nick Offerman.
That's Megan Mullally.
I think it's shown in no finer quality than their appearances together on Parks and Recreation. That would be Megan Mullally.
Yeah, she's so good. Amy Poehler's impression of her is so good when she does her impression. Oh, it's so good. Anyway.
That is correct, Megan Mullally. Number 9, Ellen DeGeneres.
We went with Portia de Rossi.
Yep, Portia de Rossi.
Portia de Rossi is correct. I just noticed that their names are kind of similar, DeGeneres and de Rossi. I don't know. I never thought of that. All right, number 10, Bradley Whitford.
I wasn't 100% sure on this. I was like 95%, but I believe he was married for a long time to Jane Kaczmarek from
Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, interesting. We just decided maybe some sparks flew on the set of Get Out and went with Daniel Kaluuya.
That would be a cute couple. The answer is Jane Kaczmarek.
Good job, guys.
You guys are destroying this round.
Yes.
This is my favorite round I've ever played in my life. So thank you, Liz.
Happy to provide.
If that doesn't speak volumes.
I was debating between this round and a Pulitzer Prize winning authors, so I was trying to keep it light for the morning. But
good choice.
Yeah. Number 11, Freddie Prinze Jr.
So I'll give a little Neal story here for Liz since she's here in honor of our number one fan of these. So I think I might have said this before, but I had a workout set in my basement for a while when I was in 7th grade. As I would work getting jacked. As I would work out, there was a big poster of Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy that would motivate me to get jacked.
I've actually sampled your little workout set there before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I mean, your brother did a little.
It was still set to lift. 15 pounds. Is that
Yeah.
It's also so weird that only the one arm got jacked.
Anyway, we went with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
That is correct, Sarah Michelle Gellar. All right, last but not least, we have Tom Cruise's first wife.
The earliest I could remember romantic entanglements with Tom Cruise was his co-star of Eyes Wide Shut, Nicole Kidman.
Okay, so Tom Cruise was married to Nicole Kidman. Before that, though, he was married to an actress, I think it was like the late 80s, like 86 or 87. She's the person who introduced him to Scientology, and that would be Mimi Rogers.
Ooh.
Mimi Rogers is correct. Wow. Or Neal and Jeff to get them all in the swing round.
I'm Neal. And I'm Mark. And we're the hosts of Movieality, a movie discussion podcast. He's a writer, producer, and director, and I'm an editor. Together, we have a combined 20-plus years of industry experience.
But more importantly, we're just really big movie fans who like to discuss, debate, and geek out over all types of movies.
From backwoods horror films all the way to Oscar bait.
Was 1994 the best year for movies?
Should body swap movies make a comeback?
Will this guy ever get his dream date with Elizabeth Shue from Adventures in Babysitting?
Will you ever stop talking about Spielberg?
Why are you son of a...
Not likely. Plus, every other week we interview industry veterans and fellow movie fans alike as we get to know them better through their passion for movies.
Join us every week on Overcast, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
Should we do a post-credit stinger like Marvel?
Only if we get that Disney money.
All right, so after the swing round, it is 102 to 128, so still a pretty close game.
Washington Generals are still right where they need to be.
Yeah. In striking distance going into the second half. What can go wrong?
Okay. Round 2. The first category is video games.
Phenomenal.
What game has the infamous quote, "I used to be an adventurer like you, then I took an arrow in the knee"?
That's what I was thinking too. I was just concerned that it was another similar title. I'm pretty sure that's it though.
You're locked in. So yeah, Jeff plays old video games. When I do, I'll play like an old video game here or there, but I'm not too caught up. The first thing that came to my head was Uncharted, just because I can't remember the main guy's name, but he has like the mentor dude with the mustache and the Hawaiian shirts who always is like, I wish I was on this mission. So that's all I got.
That's fine. We'll go Uncharted.
Okay.
So this is definitely an Elder Scrolls game, and we're kind of torn between Oblivion and Skyrim.
But we were both pretty sure it was Skyrim.
So we're locked in with Skyrim.
The correct answer is Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim.
That's really disappointing. I've played that game.
I think
twice.
there's like a bunch of memes with this thing with taking the arrow to the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Question 2 is in current events. With the birth of her second daughter in April of 2018, who became the first senator to give birth while holding office?
We're in.
Yep.
You got it?
Yeah, we're locked in.
Is that bird on your end or our end?
I can't hear. Oh, it's my end.
Is it in your house?
Is it really loud? I can barely hear it. You guys can hear it?
Oh, quite clearly.
Yeah, we like it.
Yeah, Liz actually, if you haven't seen I, Tonya, she has a bird on her shoulder right now
I know.
that she's feeding. So Jeff and I, we locked in with local Senator Tammy Duckworth.
Same here, Tammy Duckworth.
Tammy Duckworth is correct. At 50 years old, she had that baby, which is amazing. Take it from me.
Hot take. Mother hot take.
Yeah,
a nice Mother's Day
take,
question for us.
Okay, question 3 is in American presidents. The United States has had 2 presidents named Thomas, one of whom is Thomas Jefferson. Who is the other?
Thomas Edison, not a president, right? Jeff, can you confirm?
That is correct.
It's not Benjamin Franklin Gates, right?
No.
I'm just going to keep throwing as many National Treasure references as I can. While Jeff is thinking, I'm just going to vamp and name as many presidents as I can.
Don't bother. I've got them all.
I recently just memorized them all in order. couple sketchy spots, but I think I got it down.
Mm-hmm.
What was your format? How did you learn them?
I just wrote down the ones that I could and then looked at the ones that I couldn't remember and just in my head, like tried to make some connections so that I could keep the chain going. They don't really make any sense to anybody but me, but like.
That's actually how I know it is from a children's book that has like a story going along with it that doesn't make any sense. And eventually you just get the flow of how it sounds.
You just get the flow, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of little mnemonics for those harder sections, like between, like numbers like 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Those, remember.
So when I was in school, actually, I learned them set to like the Yankee Doodle theme song. I don't know why. It was like second grade. Yeah. That was when Clinton was in office. So I actually have more trouble with the recent 4 than I do anything before that.
You were alive.
Yeah, I know. But then I'm like, oh yeah, what happened after that? Because like I have the whole song up until then when I was in second grade, and then it's like, oh okay. Let's say Calvin Coolidge just for the fun of it.
Okay.
So before he was president, he was a suit designer and film director. We're going to go with the famous Tom Ford. But realistically, I do remember that he was adopted and changed his name, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I know who it is.
But I can't remember if that's correct.
Gerald Ford changed his last name, I think.
Yeah.
I think he changed his first name, too.
Oh, could be.
Side note, Gerald Ford's real name is Leslie King.
Oh.
That was his birth name. Sometimes people will ask what king was president, and
that's right.
That is the answer to that. But this answer to this question is the president who led us in World War I. The answer is Thomas Woodrow Wilson.
Oh, okay. I did think of him, but obviously he did not pull the trigger.
I was trying to think what his middle name was. Apparently it was Woodrow.
Woodrow. Now you know.
It's like, I know he's got a middle name. That's why.
Okay. Question 4 is in science. Neal's favorite branch of science. The periodic table of elements. What element has the chemical symbol SN?
We are locked in.
Yikes. I've been watching a lot of Breaking Bad. This doesn't help me at all.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking, Jeff.
Could be wrong. That might not be a thing.
Celium?
Selenium, silicon.
I was thinking silicon because sulfur, SU, right? Or is that just S?
I'll help you out. Sulfur is just S.
Yeah.
I'll give you a freebie.
Silicon.
Okay, we're locked in with silicon.
I believe silicon is Si. The tricky one that you were looking for is tin.
Tin is correct. It is based on the Latin name for tin, which is like
just like
stannum,
silver and
like
gold and tungsten.
I knew that tin had a weird one, but I didn't remember that was that.
There were so many S's to choose from.
Yeah,
and it was a T. Fair enough.
Okay, question 5 is in food and drink. What type of drinkware is a Moscow Mule traditionally served in?
We're locked in.
Yeah. Copper mug.
Copper mug.
Copper mug.
Copper mug all around.
Copper mug is correct.
Yeah. Lots of big drinkers in this room.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's just because that story of that previous restaurant you worked for, where everybody threw a fit when they didn't serve it in a copper mug. Yeah. So that stuck with me.
Okay, question 6 in poetry. How many lines does a sonnet have?
Ooh. Okay, we're in.
Not sure if there's a Shakespearean sonnet.
Oh, let me think about this for a second because I know that one.
Yeah, so there's a Shakespearean sonnet, which isn't necessarily a standard sonnet.
Oh, it's not?
It could be. That's what I'm thinking. So I think it's between 11 and 14. So we're locked in with 11.
Jeff wrote down 14, and I didn't really have any reason to disagree, so we just went 14.
The correct answer is 14.
Yeah.
I would like to thank Daniel Mankoff. I hope he listens to this show. That would make me very happy.
Oh, he taught you about sonnets?
Yeah.
I guess he did. Yeah, he taught me about sonnets too, I suppose.
Reciting the entire Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day one in my head.
Such a romantic Ken.
I still ended up with 11.
So the thing is, so that's what I'm saying. So a Shakespearean sonnet might not be necessarily a traditional sonnet. So they might have less lines.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the line breaks might come where the...
I looked it up when I was writing this because the question that I saw actually said Shakespearean sonnet, and I thought maybe it was different, but it is 14 for all sonnets. I'm not sure what makes it a Shakespearean one other than he wrote it.
His line breaks just might not come where you expect.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes it a Shakespearean sonnet is if Christopher Marlowe wrote it.
And somebody dies in it. I compare Jeff to a Summer's Day all the time, though. So
because he's hot and miserable.
Weird.
Temperature-wise.
For question 7, we have a special guest reader. my 11-year-old son, Beckett.
Hey, Beckett.
Hello, Beckett.
He's going to put on the headphones and read this question for you guys.
Now, Beckett is also an accomplished podcaster that we've listened to before.
That's right.
Hi.
Hi, Beckett.
Okay, in geography, which is the only U.S. state with a non-rectangular state flag?
Oh, we're locked in.
Ooh, Beckett bringing the thunder.
I was really,
I think so.
I was really going into this with some trepidation that I would get stumped on a geography question, but it turns out it was a flag question, so we're good.
So we're in with what we remember as having a pretty bizarre flag, Ohio.
I'm very sad that they got this right because it is Ohio.
The correct answer is Ohio.
All right.
Sweet. Thank you,
Thank
Beckett.
Good job, Beckett.
Thank you, Beckett.
Thanks for 10 points.
All right.
See
See you
ya.
later.
Beckett is such a strong name. I feel like he's going to be a movie star.
He'll be happy to hear that.
Writer, maybe.
Writer, yeah.
Yeah, a
At
writer.
my birthday party on Saturday, we had trivia night, and we had like a little dance party after. And Beckett said it was so much fun. He hopes he's a celebrity so that he can just party every night of his life. So.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. We're on our way,
Maybe
right?
one day.
That's reminds me of one of my favorite lines from Love Actually when Bill Nighy he goes, hey kids, it's your Uncle Bill. Don't do drugs. Become famous. They'll give them to you for free.
Tell Beckett that fame is not should not be the end goal, though. You should pursue something that you love and become famous for it.
It's very thoughtful.
No,
Excellent
don't,
advice.
Don't give kids the
Or
advice.
just become Instagram famous. That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't do what you love. It doesn't pay the bills.
Look
Yeah,
up,
he really just wants a Lamborghini, so whatever gets him there.
look up Lil Tay and do what she's doing.
A kid after my
Please
own
don't do
heart.
that.
I want a Lamborghini. That's never going
So,
away.
Matt, I discovered...
14,000 years, you're going to be there.
I hesitate to even mention this because I don't want to give this kid any more exposure than he already has. But I discovered Lil Xan the other
Yeah.
day, and boy, that is bad.
Yeah, there's a lot. Kids are famous for doing really stupid stuff right now.
I'll probably edit it out because I don't even want to give them the exposure of
They
being
did
bad.
they did a survey of high school students, and the number one career they would like
YouTube star.
being famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
That's
other
their career.
Yeah, no other specific ambition. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to relate to young Beckett there.
I will be sure he listens to the episode and gets your sage words.
But he probably shouldn't listen to me.
This is a very special episode.
I'm not a very successful man.
It's true. None of us really are. That's okay.
Okay, question 8. The category is language. In China, what number is considered unlucky because its pronunciation is similar to that of the word death?
Okay, we're in.
You'd think it'd be 13, but 13's lucky. I think it might be 4. Or no, it might be 7,
I'm pretty
actually.
sure 4 is a lucky number.
I think it's 7 then. Because 7's lucky here. It's unlucky in China.
Qin, I believe, is 7. I can't remember. It's been a long time.
I think it...
Er san so wu chi.
Because 4 is my lucky number.
Of course he knows Chinese.
I know. Just whips it out.
Well, I studied Chinese for a while in calligraphy, but that was years ago. And
All I know is it's not 13, and I don't think it's 4. So I want to say it's 7 because we have 7 as a lucky number here.
I'm so embarrassed I don't remember what death is. But yeah, 7 sounds
You're going to
good.
find out if we get this wrong. We're going to go with 7.
I want to know what death is.
We
I'll
went.
show you.
We locked in with 7.
Sorry, Jeff. The correct answer is 4.
Didn't we say 4?
No, I said 7.
That looked like a 4 to me. I said 4. I made a 4 to Matt under the table here, and then he wrote a 7 with a very bowed top that looks like a 4.
You know what's funny? I always jokingly say that Chinese lucky number is 4, but I think I've convinced myself over the years that it is a lucky number, and I was making a joke apparently.
So
over
if we
these
lose
years.
by 10,
Yes.
we know who's to blame.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. When you write the Chinese words for 4 and death out, they are exactly the same except the accent. So the word is exactly the same except the intonation.
Yeah.
Oh, just like my 7s and 4s.
Like sa and sa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sa is 4. I can't
We-
remember.
we've-
I
Yeah.
can't
And then
remember.
it's like suh. I think it's suh.
Is it rising tone? Sa.
Yeah.
We've had some.
It's the little U looking one.
Oh, so it's so it drops and then rises. So it'd be sa.
Suh. Yeah.
To be way over.
So me and Matt, our greatest downfall is not knowing what the other person is writing. We've lost out on probably 50 points just
That's
based on
happened,
that
yeah.
alone.
Okay, question 9 is your opportunity for your bonus, 2 points. The first part of the question is, what is the name of the villain in Spider-Man Homecoming? And the bonus is, who played him?
Having just seen this, obviously.
I know, I had no idea. I was writing right into this event.
It's funny. It's the only Marvel movie I haven't finished.
Yeah.
Ken and I started watching it a while back, and I just never finished it.
It's good.
I know it's good, but I just
enjoyed it.
haven't gotten back to it.
I have a former employee who was a finalist to play Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah. And he was not allowed to talk about it for 3 years. Those contracts are no joke.
Oh, the NDAs?
Yeah.
Okay, we're in the Spider-Man.
The Spider-Mans.
So we went with Vulture, and portrayed by former Batman Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go with Shocker, portrayed by Marshall Logan Green. But it's actually Vulture by Michael Keaton.
We said Vulture, Michael Keaton.
Both.
Yes. Vulture, played by Michael Keaton, is correct.
If you want to go for a deep dive.
Yeah.
All right, the last question of the round is in restaurants. Founded in 1921, what is credited as the first fast food restaurant in the United States?
Locked in.
A question that's near and dear to our hearts.
John Taffer, what do you have to say about this restaurant?
Take that food, throw it away. Throw it all away. Shut it down. Nobody eats.
I was to say a restaurant for which Ken has gaining affinity for because of their new Impossible Burgers, White Castle.
Yeah, the place Harold and Kumar are searching for, White Castle.
White Castle is correct. It's a rare sight here in California. We don't really see them. But
there's one like half a mile.
Oh, they're everywhere out here.
Yeah.
Well, we know a big famous local place here that I don't know if it's near Oakland, but Sean Hayes is friends with the owner, Portillo's. Do you guys have one near you?
No.
They're just starting to kind of go nationwide.
I know there's one in California, but if you can find one and you're near it, it's called Portillo's. It's just like an American food place, like beef and hot dogs and burgers and things like that.
Where are we going with that? Were we just plugging Portillo's for free?
Yeah, I think Liz would enjoy it.
It's part of his money-making plan.
So going into the final, it is 164 for me and Ken to 200 for Jeff and Neal.
I math semi-professionally, so
it's a high-scoring game so far, guys.
It is. I gotta make it harder next time.
No. This is actually the questions are great, and it's just we're feeling a lot better today than we were last time.
Yeah. The episode, last week's episode, hasn't aired at the time of recording, so I'm sure when Liz listens to that, in a couple days, she'll change her tune.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
The truth lies in somewhere in the middle.
All fair, though.
And it wasn't
all fair.
No, it was very fair. The questions were incredibly written, but we just were not shown up that day.
We were not good.
Okay. I have the final round categories for you guys.
Yeah, let's jump right in.
Yeah.
Okay, category for question 1 is the names in our stars. Category 2 is Don McLean knows. Category 3 is I'm the King of the World. Category 4 is holiday destinations. And number 5 is second act politicians.
All right, we're all locked in with our wagers.
Okay, I just need to put some half and half in my coffee. I have my assistant here, my waiter, who's not bringing me the correct items.
We need to get some interns too. I think that's
Yes, we do need an intern if you want to send them over for a little while.
Yeah. You want to be the intern there in Chicago? It should be helpful.
Or if anybody lives in Chicago and they'd like to do some free work for us, we can't pay because we have no money.
It's unpaid, no college credit.
Yeah,
but if you guys want resume building, hey, I've worked so many times for free, so
it's for exposure. That's what we say.
I do this job for free.
You guys ready?
We are ready.
Category 1, the names in our stars. In which constellation will you find the 2 giant stars, Betelgeuse and Rigel? Question 2, what 3 musicians were killed in a plane crash on the day the music died? Question 3, which ship was the first to reach the Titanic to rescue survivors? Question 4, the successor state to the Khmer Empire is what modern-day nation? Question 5, what late American singer was the mayor of Palm Springs, California from 1988 to 1992?
Did you want to separate?
Yeah, that's fine. For the record, I was just hoping it was going to be Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort, but it was not. Second act politicians. So here's my logic on this one. I know Sonny Bono got into politics late in life before he died. I thought he was a senator or like a congressman, but perhaps he was mayor before that. And Palm Springs is a kind of a affluent, sunny, not because of his name, but it's just an affluent like neighborhood. And I could see him like winning there easily because he's a celebrity rather than trying to do like a bigger town.
I was trying to think. It was like a Dean Martin type.
Clint Eastwood was mayor of Carmel.
But
he's not a singer. I mean, he sings, but he's not a singer.
Right.
Please don't sing, Clint.
Yes, right, exactly. Gran Torino. All right, all of our answers are locked in.
So for the first question, the category was the names in our stars. The question was, in which constellation will you find the two giant stars, Betelgeuse and Rigel? Neal and Jeff bet 15. What did you guys answer?
We went Orion on this one.
And Ken and Matt for 10?
Yeah, I remember I asked a question about Orion's armpit being Betelgeuse, and it's possible that there's some constellation overlap, but we just went with the safe bet and went Orion.
Orion is correct.
All right.
Question 2, in Don McLean Knows, I was looking for which 3 musicians were killed in a plane crash on the day the music died. Ken and Matt, what did you guys wager?
We went 0 on this one, and we're going with Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and that third guy.
So kind of crazy. I'm assuming you guys did the same thing we did, on the strength of not knowing American Pie lyrics. We also said 0, but we think we have this one. What did you say, Neal?
So Buddy Holly and Big Bopper were definitely 2 of them, but we also added La Bamba himself, Richie Valens.
That's right.
That is correct. Richie! Big La Bamba fans.
For big fat 0.
Yeah, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah. Sorry to freak you out on the Don McLean lyrics. That's a good idea for a category, though. Question 3, the category was I'm the King of the World. I was looking for the first ship to reach the Titanic to rescue survivors. Neal and Jeff, what did you guys wager?
We wagered 10 on this one, and we were kind of going back and forth between ship names. We thought it was like a female name like Catherine or Victoria, but we ended up settling on Victoria.
We didn't really think this one through because another name just came to mind. But
oh, okay.
That's fine.
Well, we went with Victoria.
Yeah, we went 20 on this one. For some reason, just like a C name was sticking in my head, and I just went with something that sounded kind of regal, and we went with Concord.
So as we were reading it out, I'm just going to say this just for the record, but Carpathia came to mind.
I think
and
that's
I don't
right.
know if that's it or
I
not.
think that might be it.
That is correct. The RMS Carpathia.
Yeah, as soon as Neal started reading and he's like, "Oh, it's Victoria," I was like, "No, it's not. Nope."
Okay, question number 4 in the category of holiday destinations. The successor state to the Khmer Empire is what modern day nation? Ken and Matt.
We went 10 on this one. I knew that the Khmer Rouge was the name of Pol Pot's like stormtrooper political group, and there was kind of a mention of holiday destinations, so we're figuring it's a holiday in Cambodia at long last. The joke resolves itself, hopefully.
Also thinking of in that region, Southeast Asia, based on the strength of the name, and given that it's a popular tourist destination, we wagered 5 points, and we're hoping that it's Thailand.
The Oakland 5 will not be awarded in this case because the answer is Cambodia.
Yeah, we make holiday in Cambodia jokes all the time.
What's that joke from?
It's a name of a Dead Kennedy song.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what, it's tough here, Neal, but it's life.
I was glad you guys got the clue in the joke anyway, or joke in the clue. Okay, and the last question was in the category of second act politicians. I was asking which late American singer was the mayor of Palm Springs from 1988 to 1992? Neal and Jeff.
So we wagered 10. My logic for this one was it had to be a celebrity who picked Palm Springs because it was a little bit smaller, figured they could win there. And I knew someone who I thought was a congressman, but maybe they only ended up being a mayor. And that would be the late Sonny Bono.
Yeah, we wagered 20 points on this. This is a late celebrity who we knew was a politician, and also went with Sonny Bono.
Sonny Bono is correct.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, the final scores have been tallied. Me and Matt have ended up with a 184 score and with a whopping 210. Once again, the Globetrotters over here are the cream of the crop.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
The real cream of the crop today is Liz Hudson. So thank you for hosting.
You're welcome.
She's a great host and a great mother, I assume.
Well, yeah. Well, we saw Beckett. He seemed healthy.
Yeah.
Well
He's
fed.
breathing.
He's breathing. That's all you can ask for as a mother.
He asked a stellar question. So
Yes, he was clothed.
Yep.
There's a roof over his head.
Yep.
Now, I know you said he wasn't recording that much lately. Is he still recording his podcast or no?
They have not during the school year. They've been busy, but they have been talking about getting it back together. So hopefully they'll.
Oh, great. We'll have to put the link back in there. What's the name of it again?
It's called the B&R Report.
The B&R Report. What's the R stand for?
Robert.
Robert.
Oh.
Back it in, Robert.
He's the silent partner over there. He hasn't come over to say hi.
It's not very good for a podcast to be a silent partner.
Well, little do the listeners of Triviality know, we do actually have a silent fifth member, but they just never talk.
Yeah.
I did want to say thank you to Omar Mahmood, who helped me write these questions and figure out what were good things to ask, like about video games, because I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, this was a great game. Very well balanced.
That one
and a
might
lot
be
of
my
fun.
biggest regret.
Video game? Yeah.
Yeah.
You should feel
'Cause
bad.
I've played Skyrim in excess of 800 hours. You would think I would know the opening line from that.
Maybe you didn't talk to that guy.
Yeah, you skipped him.
No, I think he's like you're getting wheeled down in a cart
Mhm.
in the opening scene, and that probably says that because you're injured.
This was really fun. I had a good time. And I have a whole second set of questions, so if you want me back, I can come back.
We'll have you back very
Yes,
soon.
please.
Yes. Anytime you want. You're always welcome here as the inventor of the Oakland 5.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was an awesome game. Thank you again to Liz Hudson for always being a wonderful guest. For Ken, Matt, and Jeff, my name is Neal, and that was Triviality.
Well, you know me, Gene, I like getting on in Oakland, California, man, because I kind of get to bend the rules a little bit. That's why the people of Oakland get off on me. They don't care if I come riding up in a big, long limousine or with a 24-inch python hanging off a big hog.